Guys, you already know what it is. It's your boy here, G's, back with another Ultimate versus video. For today's video, I'm just going to be explaining and giving you guys guide and tips to help you better optimize your account. So we're gonna start from the newest players to veteran players. So we're gonna start from the beginning to the end. You feel me? So if you're a veteran player, just stay tuned. You'll I'm sure you'll find something close to the end that will help you optimize your account. If you're new to the game and you're kind of confused, I'm not sure what to do, stay tuned. Just watch and listen carefully, and then hopefully the video could help you guys. Hopefully the video could help you understand certain things and help you optimize your account the way you want to optimize your account. So with that being said, let's get into the video. All right. So you know what I'm saying, like when you first hop on the game, fam, obviously the first thing you need to do is the first thing about getting stronger is getting characters, right? You have to get characters. Like you have to go to the summon and summon for characters. You don't have characters, you can't play the game, right? So the first thing you gotta do is that there's so many characters. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure there are like two type of players, I suppose. There are players who rather focus on individual characters that they prefer or they like and build them up, and there's other players such as myself that likes to go as a team base, right? I'm saying team. And by the thing about the team one is that the characters within the team synergize very good with each other, which gives you a better chance of winning. You feel me? So if you go here on the lineup, like for my team, I have mostly Retsu and and I have some Zetsu and Metsu. Zetsu and Metsu are special UR characters that can blend in into any team. It doesn't matter the type; it'll just become that type, right? Like, so with that being, if you have them, you can put them on your team. If you don't have them, you can create a full. I could have created a full Retsu team. The whole point of having a team that connects like that's the same, is that you get this bonus over here at the top. You get what I'm saying? So if you have a whole team of the same, like Retsu, Cage, Nanto, or whatever your team is, if all six characters are the same, you get this bonus effect, which is attack plus 18% and HP plus 18%. If you have three each, so if you're trying to mix and match teams, you know what I'm saying, two of each, then you have three characters from each type on the team, because you can only have a 6-man team, so you can only mix two of them. You'll get the 12% one. And if you have only three characters that's on the same type and the other ones are just mix and match or whatever, then you only get the 8%. Ideally you want to get the 12%, so it's best to do that. It's best to try to get everything the same so you could get the 18%. As you can see right here, when you have the same thing, the domain stats are determined by the hero class with the max number of deploy. So you know what I'm saying, hero class, max number of deploy. Advantage side. So advantage side means like, so I'm Retsu, right? Retsu is weak again Nen is weak against To, and To is weak against Cage. It's kind of a circle thing, right? So that would mean, and if somebody's focusing on the Nen team and I'm focusing on the Retsu team, the Nen team has the advantage against my team, and they will have all those bonus damage bonus plus 20%, damage taken reduction plus 20%. I mean, they'll be doing more damage to me, and I'll be doing less damage to them, or they'll be taking less damage, which is very good. So you got to keep that in mind when starting up and trying to build your team. Like, obviously it's very important, but it's not, I want to say it's really necessary, but it is very, very recommended. So you could do that. The next thing is, once you figure out which type you want to be going for, It doesn't really matter if it's Cage, Retsu, Toe, and then you can't really go for any of these guys because they don't have a 6 character. They don't you know, for a team minimum you need 6 characters. None of these two has 6 characters. This one has one, this one has like 3. So oh no, this one has 2. You can't really use them, so you have to only focus on those 4. So whenever you're done choosing one of these, you just gotta, once you choose it, the next thing is what you have to do is gonna have to be, you're gonna have to level up the character. You know what I'm saying? For leveling up, the way you level up, you go the way you get the material to level up. You have to go to training. You got to come here, and you have to fight this once you reach the recommended power, and then you have to, not once you beat it, you can rate it whenever you want as long as you have energy. So that's the way you go with the level. And the next thing here that you have to do with the is, everything here is very important. Obviously there are certain things that are more important than other, but they all have some type of value. That's what I want you guys to keep in mind. You get what I'm saying? So then the next thing is skills. Skills are that's the character's abilities and their attack and stuff like that. And there are ways of making those skills stronger, and the way you make them stronger is by equipping them with auras. Auras helps you to upgrade your skill in the sense, like you can see over here. And also all the auras have a certain amount of years within them, and based on those years, those are the skills that you're going to be unlocking. Like right now, as you can see, 5,000 years, I'm able to unlock everything until here. Before I need 10,000 years to be able to unlock the last one. And obviously it's not just about the years. There are like, once you reach to the 1,000, you have more than one requirement to activate that skill. One would be the year, and the 2 would be the character stars level. But it's like it comes together. You'll there, it's very easy to understand. You come to understand it because it kind of goes together hand in hand. So with that being said, so like, yeah, and for those auras, the game gives you a lot of auras at the beginning, because before you're able to actually farm the auras, you need to be a certain level, if I'm not mistaken. And the place you farm auras is over here. Over here, what all you have to do is that you just attack these guys, attack them, and then once you attack them, you can raid any of these guys, whichever ones you want, whichever ones you're lacking. And by raiding them, you're also able to level up. Once you level up, you are unlocking more rare stuff. These guys, aura, concentration, you use these guys to upgrade the auras to like higher years, because the highest year of aura you can just get like that is 5,000. Anything above 5,000, you're gonna have to be using those aura concentration to upgrade them to like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 is the highest. And that's when you unlock everybody's skill moves and whatnot. So you got to keep that in mind. It's a long grind, but eventually you'll get there. You feel me? Just keep it going, and you cannot neglect those. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you cannot neglect. With this, you don't have to worry too much about it. This goes with the auras. Once you have like four of the same amount of year of aura, then you can go to the next level. So that one's not too much you have to worry about. When you come here also is connected to the auras. Once you go and raid the auras, you get certain materials, and you use those materials to upgrade these guys. And once you do upgrade them, you are able to unlock certain stats. And if you come here, which is one thing I like about the game that they did, you can you can't really choose what you really need, but you can, like, in a way you can. However, that's gonna make you use a lot of resources. So if you have resources to use, then shit, go ahead and use it. You feel me? Because the reason why I say that, which each stats here, you are able to lock them. Once you lock them, you can recast. It will not disappear. it will still be there. So which is a very good thing, you know what I'm saying? Which is very good. That, and yeah, for the skill, that's pretty much for the skill with these. And then after that, so the next stage would be the awaken stage. And the awaken stage is like once you reach certain level, like it's good to level, but there are level caps, you know what I'm saying? At a certain, I think it's every 20 level, you need to awaken to go to the next level. That's just how it goes. So, and the way you get these guys is over here, child hunt. To show you guys a better way of finding it, you go to train and you go to here. No, not here, my bad. Over here. You go over here and then you just fight or whatnot, and then you can raid. Once you complete it, you can raid all of these, and this is where you get materials for awakening. And then you just keep on, the leveling and awakening kind of goes together. You level up, you reach the cap of that level, then you awaken to go to the next one, then you level up, you awaken, level up, awaken, and so on and so on. You feel me? So that's just a back and forth type thing. So that's pretty much it for the level, for the awaken. And for the stars, here the max stars of a character is 20 star. 20 star. You start up as 5. When you get a character, there are automatically 5 stars. There, yeah, I see 5 stars, already 5 stars, and you have to grind and keep upgrading until you reach 20 stars, which is the max. Once you are 20 stars, there are a next level to it, but we're gonna talk about that once we get to that, right? So yeah, so you start with 5 stars, you gotta upgrade it. Most of the time, for majority of the players, the regular ones, the URs are a little different, but the legendary characters or SR character, they all have the same way of starting them up. Like you have them at 5 stars. To go to 6 stars, you need 2 copy of 5 stars of the same character to go to 6. And then once you reach the 6 stars, you can use other characters that you're not gonna use to level them up, and so on, so on. You the game will tell you what the requirement, and then you can figure out how to go on about, like, so on, so on. You feel me? Like as you can see with this one, I need another copy of him to go up to 6 stars. And then once you reach 6 stars, I'm gonna just show you. I think I might have somebody already at 6 stars. When I'm so this guy right here is at 6 stars, right? So for him to go to 7 stars, I need another 6-star character. It doesn't matter as long as it's the same type to go to 7 stars. And then once you reach 7 stars, let's see if I have a 7-star character. I don't think I do. No, I do not have a 7-star character. But it wouldn't be so much different for a 7-star character. No, for an 8. No, okay, for an 8-star character. Because yeah, for an 8-star character, all you need is, you see, it said you need 1 of it. Instead of 1, you'll need 2 to go to 8 star. And then for 9 star, you'll need a 6-star copy of the main character you're trying to level up, and then a 4-star copy of a random character, as long as they're the same type. And then now you have become 9 star. And then once you reach 9 stars, you need another 6-star copy of the main character. And then if I'm not mistaken, okay, no, that should, never mind. You don't need a 6-star copy of the main character. You just need another 2 stars. So you need you need a 7 stars to go up to 5 stars. And then once you reach 5 stars, you need a copy of the main character, and then a copy of a random character that is 4 stars. And then once you reach 4, once you go up to once you go up to 11 star, then let me find out the 11 star, then you're gonna need a 6-star copy of the main character you're leveling up, then a 7-star copy of a random character, as long as it's the same type. And then you go on to, that was what, 11, that was 12, to go to 13. You need the same thing, not the same thing, but similar processes, you know what I'm saying? It's the same copy of the main character trying to level up, and then you need a 4-star copy of a random character. And then once you go to the 13, you need same thing. Most of the, like, I feel like, not feel like, once you reach between um 10 to 15, majority of what you would need is like a 4 stars and a main characters and a 6-star of the main character, and then you can continue to level up until you reach 15, and that's when it gets a little different. But we're gonna get to that when we get to that, right? So like I said, a 6-star copy of the main character, and then you need a 4-star copy of a random character as long as the same type, and then you go to 14 stars. For you to go to 15 stars, you need a 6-star copy of the main character. Then you need a 5-star copy of a random character as long as it's the same type. And then once you reach 5-star now, all you need is a 6-star copy of the main character to go to 16 stars. And then once you reach 16 stars, which is right here, you go back to the basic again, where you need a 6-star copy of the main character. But this one's a little different. This one's a 6 stars, but I'll show you the little difference once you reach this 15 to 20. It kind of goes a little different, so it's kind of become a little harder to go, or make it slower. So you'll see what I'm talking about. It's gonna be hard to really showcase it because I don't really have characters on 17, 18, and 19, but I'll explain so that y'all could see. So the way it goes with this one is that, like I said, you need a 6-star copy of the main character, and then you need a 4-star to go to 17. Once you are at 17, what it does is that you need 6 stars of the main character, but instead of a 4-star of a random character, you need a 5 stars. And then you go to 18, right? Once you reach 18, what you need is the same thing for the main character, a 6 stars for the main character, and then you need a 2 4-stars. That's where it gets tricky, 18 needs 2 4-stars, and then once you go to 19, you need 2 5-stars to reach to 20. And then once you reach to 20, your grind is pretty much done. Well, it's not really done, but it's done in a way. You don't have to really worry about collecting other characters to level up your character. You kind of just chill. There's a next stage to that. We'll talk about it. Actually, we can talk about it right now. Once you reach 5 stars, the next stage that you have to deal with is called realm. For the realm stars, it's very quite simple. You don't need other like outside characters to help you with this one. All you gotta do is collect these 2 things, and you upgrade every single one of these guys. And then once you reach like it has five big abilities. Once you reach like them, you're gonna need a copy of the main character. So for here, all you need is a 5-star copy of the main character. Once you get it, you're able to go on to the next one. Here is the same thing. You also need a 5-star copy for the main character, and you go to the next one. Over here is a little different. Yet over here you need a 6 stars. So you need 2 5-star copies to make a 6 stars, and then you could get this one and go on to the next one. For this one, I'm not really sure because I'm not there yet, but I think maybe my boy over here might be. Okay, he's not there yet. For this one, I feel like it might be a 7 or maybe a 6. Either way, you're gonna need a copy of the main characters, either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So you're just gonna have to see what it is. I'm not sure if it really tells you what you need. It doesn't really do that. So let's assume this one's a 6, this is a 7, this one's a 8, and this is a 9, and this is a 10. So let's just assume that's how it goes, and then after you complete all that, you're done with the starring characters, and you just sit back and relax and enjoy the beautiful buff that you got from doing what you just did. So that is what the starring character is all about. And then there's other features in the game where which also helps you boost your power. Well, before we talk about this, we got to talk about something very, very, very important. Like, I'm really emphasizing on that. It is very important. No matter what team you're using or what character you're using, because with this game, each characters have a special weapon. Special weapons are very important. Like you might not think so, but I'm telling you, it is very important. What does each of the characters' special weapon helps them? It depends what type of character they are, right? If they're attacking character, it helps them to it amplifies their attack, and it helps them do more damage and gives them extra abilities and stuff like that, right? And if they are defense, it helps them be more tankier. If they're a supporter, healer, it helps them to heal better. You get what I'm saying? So, for example, let's take Nezuko for example. Her limited limited weapon, or what do they call them? Well, limited weapon or exclusive weapon. Like, just the thing is good to get them. Don't get me wrong. It's very good to get them. However, just getting them is not enough. You just getting them is not enough. Yes, it's very good. It's a step in the right direction. It's very good, but it's not enough. Just getting them, it does give you a great boost. But to get the best, like it is best to max start them so you can get everything. But if you're unable to do that, if you're unable to max start them, I would recommend you go at least 4 star, because majority of those weapons, whenever you reach 4 stars, it opens a crazy ability for you, which will help your character so much. Like for Nezuko over here, the first one, 1st stars, all it does after battle start, the wearer attack increased by 35%, which is very good. Don't get me wrong, very, very good. The 2nd star, after receiving a fatal blow, because she has this mechanic that after she receives fatal blow, she revives with 50% of her health or something like that, and then she gets to stay on. You have to kill her again, which is very good. So over here, kind of focuses on that, and it said after reviving a fatal blow, after receiving a fatal blow, Nezuko will transfer 20% of the damage taken to the attacker lasting for 2 rounds. This is more of a reflect, so it will just send back the damage that it gets. Well, not all of it, but only 20%. Then once you reach 3 stars, 3 stars is very good. Also, when about to start, the word critical rate plus 26.4%. Very good. Very, very good. You get what I'm saying? And then the 4 star is the big bonus. The big bonus. After using a rage skill, gain 1 stack of crimson flame. Attack deal true damage equal 3% attack up to 3 stacks. So 3% times 3, that's like 9% damage, which is very good. This is very good. 9% true damage, which is very good. And then the 6 and 7, like, it's good to get them, but all it does, the 6th one all it does is just give you a 10. It's not percentage. It increase your speed by 10, and then for the 7th one, it just increase your martial art in general by 20, which is very good. Don't get me wrong. But however, if you're not able to make it to 7, you want to stop somewhere. Stopping at 4 is the best way to go. Anything below or before 4 is not good. It's not good enough. It's good, but it's not good enough. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, because with this thing, with this game, you cannot mix and match weapons. Everybody have their own exclusive weapons, so they're kind of stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? There are you can do it, but they won't get the buff. Like there's no point of having the weapon if you're not getting the extra buff. So the next thing about the game that they do is that it's something called Shikigami. Is that what it calls? I think it's called Shikigami, right? Shikigami. So Shikigami. There are various Shikigamis. Let me go here. They have various of them. They have different rarity. They have blues. They have purple. They have yellow, and they have red. Um, Ultimately, you would want to try to get all the red, so that because obviously the bonus that the red provide are better than blue, purple, or yellow. So you would try to get red as soon as you can, whenever you can. If you and the second best one would be the yellow one, which are pretty good. You know, pretty good. Some of them have pretty decent buffs or whatnot, and like getting like with this one, it's a long grind, right? It's a long grind. I think the max level for this is what? Let me see. Upgrade. Hold on. What do I see this? What do I see this? Right here. So the max level over here is gonna be 30. It's gonna be a long grind, right? It's a long grind. So you just gotta have like level them up whenever you get the shards. So you just yeah. But the thing you gotta understand. Yes, you need to get them. However, they only become very usable, or they only unlock this ability once they reach level 3. So just getting them is not enough. You have to at least make them to level 3 for you to have access to what they provide. That's another thing. You got to keep that in mind. Level 3 usable, level 0 not usable. And then we go down here, all we have is just bond. Bond is, there's not much to say about bond. Once you start up a character, you know, if they have some type of relationship to each other, and you can upgrade the bond. It's not really too much to say. And another way for you to get to, you know, increase your power or whatnot in any way is artifacts. Artifacts are very important. It's similar to Shikigami, where you well, it's a little different from Shikigami, because with this one, if you just have them, they're usable, right? It's not like you need to level them up to a certain level for them to be usable. There's none of that. Once you get them, they're usable. However, by starting them, you're able to unlock more stuff. So obviously for them, the goal is to level them to the max stars as possible, so you can unlock the best of the best. You get what I'm saying? Like for this one, obviously the higher stars you have, the better stats and buff that you receive from them. And not to say they're all, but like over here, it seems like for my, it seems like, let me see, 1 stars, you know, it gives you the basic, not too much. Skill healing. This is a healing one. Skill healing 10%. The healing target gain 25% damage reduction for 3 rounds. That's very good. Then number 2, set 2 stars. All it does is just increase the healing to 20. 3 stars. Skill healing up to 30%. This next rage skill cast by the back row ally will gain 30% crit damage up, which is very good. That you get at 3 star. At 4 star, nothing too much. It's just, I mean, it is very important. All it does is just increase your skill healing to 40%, and then once you reach to 5 stars, then you get another bonus, which is skill healing plus 50%. If the target HP is below 7%, the healing will increase by 50%. Oh. This one's a little confusing because it's already at 50. Yeah? You're already getting 50. Does that mean you get double that? So you get 100%? healing? That's a little tricky. Hopefully that's the case. If your character's at 7% HP, you not only get this 50, but you also get another 50, which means you get your full HP back, which is very good. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like that because that would be broken as hell. But if it is, that's pretty good. And then you have what, 6 stars, which is increase your skill healing by 60. And then 7 stars, which is another crazy boost right here. Skill healing plus 70%, which is very good. Damage dealt by the back row ally will increase by 30%. Very, very nice for 3 rounds. The next rage attack critical rate will increase by 9. The R is like critical rate. It makes you do a lot of damage. And then for the, what is this? Is this, which star is this? 7, the 8 and 9 stars. All they do is increase your healing. But this is like, they all have, each of them are different. Each of them do different stuff, but they're all very good. Like this one heals, this one attacks. Right, it attacks your front row, and then after that happen, whenever your character attacks the front row, they have a chance of doing another attack on them, which is very good. This one, all it does is just have a chance of stunning your characters, and obviously it stuns and do damage. That's pretty much it. This one does damage and decrease your enemy's attacks by a certain amount, which is very good. This one applies, what does it do? This one trigger when the total stacks of burn or poison on the enemy exceed 10. Launch a 6-hit attack to 3 random enemy, dealing magic damage equal to artifact attack plus highest attack allies for each stack of debuff on the enemy. Skill damage increased by an extra. So this one, all it does is just attacks. Basically, it's just attack. It attacks, and the more debuff you have on the enemy, the more damage it does, which is very good. This one, what does that do? Damn, that's actually pretty long, eh? This one attacks the back row. Well, I'm not gonna be reading everything it does, but yeah, this one attacks the back row. This one provide you with shield, which shields are very good. That means you take less damage, and this one's able to, once you have 2 allies that die, he's able to bring one of them back. This one's a healing one. It just heals and remove debuff, remove control effect for 2 rounds, which is very, especially if you have facing against character or team that has a lot of controlling. This one's help you to remove 2 of them. But let's see what's the best one is. 7 stars. Okay, increase healing by 70% for target healing or whose control effect are removed. Increase their resistance control by 30 for 2 rounds. Is there one that's okay, so at 5 stars it remove control effect for 3 target, which is very good. That's so good. So good. Then we have some SRs, some rare ones. This one's also another shield. This one's an attack. This one's an attack. This one's a healing. And then we have this one's an attack, but it only target 1 character, so it does massive damage. This one is AoE attack, where it attacks everybody in the team, and and put them or reduce the target's defense by 5, undisputable. So which obviously after that goes, you can do more damage when the character's defense are lower. With this one is another kind of a healing one, but actually I think it's a buff one. What does it say? Increase all allies damage by 3 as each round and up to 10 stack, which is good. That's the more round you go, the more damage you do. This one attacks, I think it's random. Is it random? Well, this one's an attacker. This one's another single damage one where it just attacks 1 person. This one also attacks at random. We have a couple random one here, so yeah. This one damage reduction and healing received decreased by, so they all do something based on the team you have or based on what you're lacking based on what you're lacking, you just put them there. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there are different stuff to it, but you get the gist. Once you get into it, you'll understand a little better, and then here and there. You know what I'm saying? And then with that, I think those are the ways of improving your character. You have two, like, these guys are like, outside of your character, like this one, and also the Shikigami. They're like separate, but they're still important. They're still important. But I like, if I were to say the most important is the more, like, would be get you yeah, the most important thing is to have your team. If you don't have a team, you can't play. That's the most important. The second thing is, obviously, you gotta level up, you gotta awaken, you gotta start up your characters, and then once you're doing that, you have to get their ultimate weapon, and you have to put them to 4 stars. If you don't put them to those 4 stars, it won't be good enough. It'll be good, but not good enough. 4 stars is the bare minimum you could leave it at. So get that done, and then what you call it, after the exclusive weapon, you have the now external stuff to do. I mean, you have realm, but realm is only unlocked after you reach 20 stars. So realm is very pretty simple and easy. It's easy to understand. And then you have the blood gem level, and it's very easy. You just get your whatever you get from your auras, where you raid your auras. You just use that to level up. Simple, simple. And one thing I did not talk about is your gears. Is your gear. Let's go to the gear spot so we could talk about it. Blacksmith is where you go to your gear. So for your gear, the way to level up your gear is by doing this right here. You gotta go all the way to the end. This one right here, the vein of trial. Once you do that, you get gear stuff, and then it also helps you get the gear materials that helps you level up or upgrade your gear, which is very good. And then you could use any of these, like, whatever rarity you're at, you could use anything below to level them up. And that we're by level, it's not just level up, because over here you level them up. Over here you also get extra stats, which is very good. You would It's best to prioritize your stats based on your character that you have. If you have an attacker, obviously prioritize attacking stats like crit damage, crit rate, attack percentage, penetration, break, anything that will help you get past the opponent's defense. You get what I'm saying? And if you have a defense character, you would want some damage reduction, control resistance, some defense will help you also. Well, for the defense, you don't have too much. And then if it's a healer don't really have too much. Also, I guess the one for healer would be healing done, like how much healing they're able to do. Increase that a little bit more. Let me see my healer so I could. So right. Oh, also, HP would be good for tank, a defending character and a HP character, so that they can survive more. And dodge is not a bad one, so you can dodge people's attack, which is very good. What else do I have here? Accuracy rate. Accuracy rate would be more of a character that drop apply debuff, like like burn, poison, like stuff like that, like bewitching, any debuff, or any debuff or control effect, like stuns and confusion, stuff like that. Accuracy rate would be very good for that character. And what else do we have over here? Accuracy rate, damage taken reduction. Yeah, good for, honestly, it's any character can have that. But and penetration, I tell penetration is very good for a healing. I don't know why I have penetration for healing characters. It's because I only have it because of the healing done. Penetration, she doesn't attack, so penetration is kind of useless. Another thing we have here is the promotion spot. The promotion, all it does is that it helps you to start up your characters, and for you to do that, you need the one, not characters, your gears. For you to do that, you need the one, like the gears that you're using, and then two of the same quality to go up higher. Oh, with this one, look at that, I can even go up here. However, there's a catch to it. You need these guys, these gear origin stone, and the only way you can get them is in the store. You're gonna have to spend jade to buy them once they are available. And by once you start up your once you start up your gear, you are able to unlock even more stats. For example, with my boy over here, I have him at 1 star. I was able to unlock another stats. Yeah, and it's not great stats, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to unlock another stats, which is very good. So yeah, keep in mind, so you gotta level them up. Over here you get to switch up what abilities you get or what bonus you get, and over here you get to start them up. So keep that in mind. This one, it's kind of weird how they don't give you the ability to lock skills. If you can lock skill, that means, like right now I have let me see, what do I have a S plus of? A good one. So HP, I have a S plus HP, right? If I was able to lock it, I would have locked that, and then whatever I don't lock will get changed, which would be very, very good. Right now everything is random. If you have a good one and you refresh it, you have to pray you get a better good one, or it just locks. It's just based on luck. Can't say I'm too happy about that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's not, can't really complain too much. So that is pretty much it. That is pretty much the tips and tricks of how to better optimize your characters. There's just a few things. Let me go over them again. I like a few things. So let me, I think maybe like it's less than 10 things you gotta really focus on, right? So characters, level up, awaken, stars, gears, um, gears, ultimate weapon, our exclusive weapon to be precise, blood gem. I think it's probably more than 10. No, not really. Blood gem, Shikigami, and artifacts. Oh yeah, I guess it's 9. I'm gonna list them down on the comment section so that y'all could really see what it is that you really need to focus on to optimize your character, your talent, and your characters in general. So yeah, pretty much with that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe and share. And I'll catch you guys in the next Ultimate Versus video. Peace.